and welcome Huntington Beach. Uh, so, yeah, Dick Wilson would say the computer helps people that are far apart be closer together, and then keeps people that are close together more apart. And you're not that far from me, but it's a little ways to get to Huntington Beach, California. All right, so you have a lot of knowledge, as we were discussing before I turned on the recording, but we're trying to put those words into something real, practical, as it relates to playing using this technique. Now, perhaps I'll pick up from where I remember us ending the lesson last time. And I remember you feeling and you were playing alternating plans, so I got you playing strokes. A little bit of a delay for a second. And so you're playing alternating plans. However, you were frustrated towards the end when we had you play some rebounds, multiple rebounds, just with the stick dribble, which you've been successful. You've accomplished that before, but you lost it, which, by the way, that happens too. And it's enough to make you crazy, right? Now, something happened with your positioning of your camera. I'm seeing way too much ceiling. Can you angle it back to where you had it before? Before we had that. There you go, yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's good. So, and you were showing frustration because although I had you accomplish playing multiple rebounds, you didn't like the fact that you felt like well, am I gonna get to like really hold with my first finger and thumb eventually? So maybe we'll start there, and then we'll circle back to getting back into that FLAM page, which is the most important page of the Spivak library. And it's, once you get the FLAM page, it's just 4 strokes. That's kind of it. Now you might be able to get through them and not completely grasp what's happening. We'll keep building, and at a certain point, things will start to become more obvious. Okay, so we had you working on the Chad Wackerman exercise, that exercise where you just turn and allow that stick to rebound. You accomplished that more than once, at least a few times. Okay, so that's what I had you do at the end of the last lesson. Now, the context. We're coming out of the idea of one hand high and the other hand low to play flams. All right, so that's what we were working on. So you were holding, and we were working on you just simply holding the stick, right? Which seems, I get it. What do you mean the stick lies in the hand? I thought it was a 3-finger grip. All right. So, but we had you one hand high and the other hand low, and you just let them drop. And you could do that. You did it over and over. The stick's just, I don't care how you're holding it. We're really introducing you to the instrument as though you were a kid and you'd never studied. And that's what Murray and Richard Wilson would have done. Oh, we had you do this. What they told me, I was teaching a bunch of kids out of Woodlow music back in the day. And Dick told me. He also said this. He said it's as if, you can imagine, you tell the kids, it's as if there's a string attached. And when you lift one hand up, it moves the other one and it just drops. He said that too. So it's just on a string. So we could think of it that way. Eventually the flam becomes something else. We end up getting something more like that. If I can do it my left. That's not your rebound, right? And you want to come back to the floor, which we spend our whole lives, my kids, seeking the floor. It's a really big deal. But see, flams will become that. Right? So this technique really will work. It's not that complicated, and yet we're undoing a bunch of, I don't even know if they're bad habits, because you always play tradition. Most guys would give a lot to be able to play tradition. But it's interesting, and I respect every player for where they're coming from and what their desires might be. You are determined to play matched in your left hand. Cool. One day you're going to go back to traditional, and we'll have to start all over again. But your traditional is already faking it pretty good, like your right hand is faking it. Really, you think your right hand's so great. Maybe. Could you do that, what I just did with one hand, your right hand? No. Your right hand can't do that. So you get bugged at your right hand. We want to get you angry with your right hand. You know, we want to balance out the direction of your frustration. And the right hand's it's coming. So the idea of just letting the stick lay in the middle finger for a minute and just doing that. You know, I think this pad is less bouncy than my other pad. This pad spent a lot of time up in the desert. That's a long story. It's so hot in the desert, you know, Palm Springs. I think that the climate there affected this as well. I just simply need a new pad. It should be more bouncy, a little more bouncy. It doesn't have to be. It may be more like a real drum. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So, but we're just letting the stick sit in the, bit of a delay today, but sit in the middle finger. My other fingers aren't off. It's a little stressful to pull them away, but it's butt end is on the palm, and I just let it dribble. Just let it dribble. Just going to dribble right there. Go ahead and do that. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take, okay, now do that on your right. Oh, stop. You're busted. Don't let me have a little fun here with your right side. Matched in right. Your left was just sitting here like this. Blah, 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 blah. And your right went like this. No. That's correct. You have to relax your right arm. You're not going to be able to play what I did at the beginning of the lesson if you don't relax your right. You'll find some other way to get it out, but it won't be this. It won't be as fun to play. So in the right, just lift it up. Oh, I fumbled around a little. There it is. See, the left was a little better than your right today. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, yeah. Now you don't have to lift it up quite that high either. I want you to just experience, I want you just to experience feeling of it just, I don't want you giving me a big turn. Just talking about, yeah, see, beautiful, man. Now, a lot of, that's not enough, and it isn't enough. It's a darn good start, though, because most guys, their fulcrum is up here. They're all first finger and thumb centric. And then they pull with their fingers thinking that the first finger and thumb is the fulcrum, which you can play that way. As soon as you start to use fingers, the fulcrum moves to the first finger and thumb. But we're not using fingers. We're playing with this other approach, the Spivak Wilson approach, which has to do with turning our wrist, not using the fingers to apply force to the beam. Okay? So you see, so we'll just break it down. We'll just keep going over it until your left is just kicking your right butt. Okay? So, as you can see, what's lifting up the stick? Go ahead and lift it up. What lifted it up?
My wrist is.
Yes. See, it's wrist. It's nothing to do with the fingers doing this to get it up. We turn our wrist up, and then what brings it down? What brings it down?
Letting the stick drop.
What's dropping?
Letting my wrist going down.
Turning your wrist?
Yeah.
Even if you're using gravity, it's allowing that wrist to turn downward towards the surface. You can think in those terms, right? Wrist. See, wrist is applying the force. Okay, we got that out of the way. You're way ahead of a lot of folks, and it's working. Now, let's experiment. Let's play with the toy. Right? Now, what happens if we move the fulcrum to the first finger? See, because this is what you went to put your first finger and thumb on, and went, I shouldn't even introduce it. What happened that didn't work, but it didn't seem to work. So I said, well, just, you don't need to have a lot of tension with your first finger and thumb. Just let it, and right away you were successful. So take your first finger and thumb off again. Back fingers on it's on the palm, and just drop it. Okay? Okay, good. Now we're going to experiment. I'm going to show you. I'll figure out a way to get this across, one way or the other. Okay, now what if we just hold it with the first finger and thumb and take the other fingers off? In other words, the middle finger is removed. Now, why does it look real dainty, like you couldn't pick up a cup of tea because it would just fall out? You have to hold the stick with the first knuckle of the index finger. And you curl that tip under just a little, and then the pad of the fourth, and you have to hold it there. So hold it like this for me and show me. Be in screen. Yeah. How come your middle finger is trying to grasp and is on top? Take it away. Yeah, you can hold it there. I don't care. It can be a little bit firm. You can slide it, but there's a little firmness right now. Go ahead and feel. Don't get a splinter. Be a little.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Is this finger just here, or are you wrapping around a little bit?
We've asked me this before. Dick would say that for me, now you see, because I was probably pointing my first finger a little bit, he'd say, bend the second knuckle. What happens when you bend the second knuckle of the first finger?
And the first knuckle starts to go around.
It does just a little. That's what it is. And get the thumb right across from it. You bend that second knuckle, and you got it, right? And it's firm enough right now for what I'm about to show you, where you could get a splinter if the stick wasn't lacquered or wasn't properly sanded. Okay, there's a little something going on here. Yeah. Now we're bringing it down into position. You don't need to be bent forward. You weren't bent forward when it was in the middle finger. I just want it flat here. You don't have to be bent. Flat. It's okay. It's on the palm, isn't it?
Yes.
Good, yeah, I know. And don't forget to bend the second knuckle of your first finger. It can hold. It can be a little macho. Yeah, you can bend. That's good. Now, just let the stick bounce over there. Don't let go. Don't let go of the first finger. Don't let go of the thumb. It's a real narrow little fulcrum. It'll bounce. Yeah, bounces beautifully, doesn't it? Just if we were always gonna play pianissimo, maybe we could always play that way. Come on, don't let your thumb get weird. You have to hold it there. Just hold it and turn, and the stick will move through there. There. You don't have to do anything with your back foot. Take them off. That's your fulcrum now. You moved the fulcrum, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can bounce the stick here in the first finger and thumb. And I get it. It's because how do we create a 3-finger grip? It confused me for years as well. So don't feel like you're alone in this journey or on this journey. Okay, so because I was thinking about it. So now try this. Thumb and middle finger. Put your middle finger back underneath. There you go. Go ahead and play. There, come on. Have to be steady. Oh. It's a little different, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But your thumb is sending pressure across. Now the middle finger is just a little bit further back than the first finger. It's back here somewhere. So you've got a grip that looks like the fulcrum is running this way now. Now we have another fulcrum. Now the fulcrum is the thumb across to the middle finger. You have 3 fulcrums. You could be teaching this method. Young kid came along, you show them that, you'll help them. There. And
That's
it's
the thumb and the middle finger.
just thumb and middle finger.
Right.
Right? It's cool, isn't it? This is a beautiful little toy. Okay, thumb and middle finger works as well. We're at the floor. We have to have that. Doesn't want to bounce so much. I mean, it can. Old school, traditional up here. But stick seems to bounce better when you land on the bottom of the bead at the floor and you get this thing to rock. And there's first finger and thumb.
There's first finger and thumb only?
No, sorry, my bad. Just middle finger and thumb. Sorry about that. Yeah, you don't have to put that first finger on. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to first finger and thumb and do it.
Without the middle finger?
Middle finger's gone now. Take it off. Don't go slamming it. All that gentle, smooth wrist turn is not going to go away. So the wrist is always going to be the same, kind of like that. Now go ahead and put the thumb and middle finger on. Take the first finger off. Don't do anything different with how you apply force to the lever arm. There. Now go ahead and put the first finger on as well, with the middle finger and the thumb. Go ahead and take the middle finger off, just first finger and thumb. We're gonna have there. Okay, now you're gonna put the second grip, which will be the thumb and middle finger, and we'll do that. And now you're gonna put the first finger on as well, and all 3. There. I think that's it. Now, right? Yeah, you got all 3. There you go. I'm a genius. Go back to just first finger and thumb. Grip number 1, first finger and thumb. Thumb and middle finger, grip number 2. And now add the first finger, that's grip 3.
Oops, sorry.
Beautiful, dude. Now let me show you something that you can think about. You can add.
Hold on.
Okay, you're liking this, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the idea. I know you. No, don't be nervous. It bounced. There's a focus. Yeah, it's bouncing.
You know what, I was doing it wrong. I was doing it wrong. I was going on this finger instead of,
Okay, I couldn't see that.
that's right,
You
that's
could
right.
do that, couldn't you? We could do all kinds of things with this toy.
Okay, now try this.
And now just add the first finger gently and guide. Nothing much to change. It's gorgeous, man. Don't move. Don't move wherever we are. After I edit it, it'll say, don't keep playing now. Just let that, marinate in that positive outcome. And let me show you, let me add something to that. I'll give you more. There's more to this toy. I told you, this doesn't happen overnight, right? All right, so, should I be Socratic about it? Yeah, I'm gonna have you experiment. I'm gonna make you do the work intellectually and, and physically, because the two have to be connected. It's the magic of art. Okay, so if I'm first finger and thumb only, that's grip number 1. Ah, what was that? I lift it up. Yeah, this pad is really dead. Interesting. There's grip number 1. Now here's grip number 2. And here's grip number 3 with the first finger at it. So we already know that we've eliminated concern. We know the wrist. You with me?
Go ahead, your video froze for a moment.
You know, yeah, I see that. We know that the wrist applying force to the beam or the lever arm, the drumstick, the instrument, it's always going to apply force in the same way. It's just where that force comes in contact with the stick. I think that's called moment force or moment of force. I need to look it up again. Where the force is first applied to the lever arm. Moment force. That's cool, isn't it? Moment force. Right? So now you know more. Okay. And so the rest isn't going to change. That moment, the point of moment force will change, but not the force being applied from what are the muscles that move the hand over the wrist bone. Okay. Now tell me, so we know the wrist is the same, so to speak, the wrist turn. Tell me what else is the same. Now you're going to have to do it and find it. And we're going to improve your grip again and your knowledge. Go ahead. Just experiment with the toy. So first, grip number 1, first finger and thumb.
Okay.
Okay. Now grip number 2. Grip number 3. Yeah. Just beautiful. The wrist didn't change. You turned similar force for each different grip. Well, don't play anymore. What else didn't change? So we don't have to think about it anymore, or it can help inform us. What else didn't change?
The first finger, thumb, and middle finger stay on the stick.
How can that be if you have a grip that doesn't even have a middle finger? One of the grips, grip number 1 doesn't have a middle finger.
Oh, I thought you were talking about we did all 3, I'm sorry. Yeah, well,
Think about it. 3 different grips. What else? We know the wrist turn isn't going to change. What else doesn't change?
well, the motion's the same.
Yes, it is. We've established the wrist turn is the same.
So
What else is the
it
same?
lets whether it's with the finger and thumb or thumb and middle finger, the stick bounces freely.
That's true. So that's true too. So that's necessary but not sufficient. That's not quite the answer I'm looking for, but you're right. And the stick
Well, I think
bounces, I like that. We'll add that. The stick bounces freely. See, it's good.
I think it's the pressure of the amount of pressure you apply. stays the same.
That's interesting. You see, now you're starting to think about this technique and you've got your own ideas. And not bad. Maybe.
I had
That's
a,
interesting. See, now you're making me think.
I had a question for you
Well,
with- regarding the middle finger. Does the stick have to be in the groove of the middle finger? Or
yes,
can it be
no,
on the edge of the middle finger?
in the groove. First knuckle, middle finger. Do it in the groove. You have to wrap it around. But you're jumping ahead, Steve. You're about to get something profound. Right? That's a fair question, but you should have memorized it, not asked it at that point. I improved as a student as I went along. So that's one of the ways I learned to improve is if I wait, I won't interfere with the flow. And often the question that I was going to ask gets answered anyway. And maybe it will and maybe it won't, but so sometimes just, yeah. Dick Wilson would say, okay, Kevin, go ahead and talk, Kevin, but I'm not going to forget what I was going to say. It's like, okay. And he'd memorize it and he'd go back to it. So we just went through this thing, dude, and you didn't get the answer. So instead of running off in another direction away from the truth that you seek, that you've experienced today, I want you one more time. We'll just take our time with this. I'm not in any rush. First, grip number one, first finger and thumb only. Go for it. Play. Yeah, you don't have to slam. Just apply nice, even, smooth, cool for it. There, right? And now, middle finger and thumb. It's almost, see, when you do that, it's almost impossible not to have the middle finger correct. It forces it into a position to get it to bounce. So you'll probably find that it's in the groove there. Across from the thumb like that, not across, but like that. It's going to be in the right position, probably, or you'll drop the stick. Now go to the third grip, where you have the first finger. It's really good. What else didn't change in terms of the grip? Okay, I'm going to give it to you. But I won't give it to you all at once. Watch. First grip. Do it with, join me. Let's have fun. Let's do this together. Okay. And so you're just going to let it bounce? Okay, so you got your thumb and first finger on, huh?
Right.
Okay. So the thumb is on and first finger. So now if you go to the second grip, what's on the stick?
Thumb and middle finger.
Oh, you mean the thumb is still on the stick? You mean it didn't change? The thumb is still on. Yeah, the thumb didn't change. And now go play the third grip and have the first finger. Is the thumb still on the stick?
Yes.
It's the only one throughout all three iterations of what we just experimented with. It's the only one that never changes. You didn't know that. Your right certainly didn't know it. Now your left is smarter than your right. I'm determined. Yeah. Now, think about that and do it again. And think about how the thumb doesn't change. It'll really teach you the grip. I came up with this. I think it was me. Okay, first finger and thumb. No, first finger and thumb. See, the thumb is on.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. There. Now you're going to play middle finger and thumb. See, the thumb hasn't changed, has it? I think it's exactly the same. Go ahead. Feel the thumb. Feel the thumb. That's it. Feel the thumb. There you go. Now add the first finger. Thumb hasn't changed, has it?
No.
The thumb is always, it's constant. It's beautiful, isn't it? So now you really, did I ever do that where I showed you that the stick is moving around the center of the thumb? Right?
I don't remember if you told me that.
Well, it does. That's the idea of like drawing a little mark on your thumb. I'll do that for you. Okay, let me get out my Sharpie. I think I have a Sharpie here. Okay. It's really good today, man. See? It's the thumb. It's mainly because of the thumb. Somewhere right here in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
See it?
Right.
You can't start doing this or it won't be on that die. You can't start letting it slide down the stick. You can't do anything funny with it, and you didn't. It was perfect. Beautiful. It really was. I should probably have you put a dot on your thumb, but you get the idea. The thumb, I've shown you this grip over and over. Now you're starting to get it, right? So you're playing rebounds, you're going, and whether it's first finger and thumb, whether it's for thumb and middle finger, or all three, that little spot never goes away. Okay, now do it in the right. Let's see if your right can keep up. Oh, stop. You didn't notice. Now I need you to be the teacher. You've already come up with some cool stuff on your own today. See, become the teacher now, Steve. That means you have to learn how to teach yourself. Okay? Because you're getting it. First finger and thumb. Now you're really, you're right. Now let's notice the difference because your right seems to work. So, your right's wiggling a little. Your right seems, you're so preoccupied with how great your right is. And it's interesting. Let's analyze what it's doing differently. I liked it a little better before. Bend that second knuckle of the first finger a little more. Don't be afraid to, no, first finger, or just first finger and thumb. There, not too much. It's kind of like that, right? That's kind of what your left was doing. Now they're the same. So your right had to learn. Now go ahead and turn. Okay, not bad. Now, middle finger and thumb. Don't move the thumb. Don't change the thumb. Take the first finger off. Don't go fudging. Got to balance it, thumb and middle finger. Take the, you don't have to slam. That's a little better, dude. Take your first finger off. You're bringing your first finger on. You can keep it off. All right, now go ahead and put the first finger on as well. Thumb didn't change. Wrist turned it there. Boom. Ta-da. Now you're going to go like this. You're going to go. Great. You're just going to go, just keep the three finger, just keep the three finger grip. It's just not, who cares? You'll just go start to laugh. It's nothing. A child could do it, and you just did. Yeah, there, and then you do that over here. And then you do that here. And then you do that here. And then you do that here. And then you do it here. No shaking, nothing. Beautiful. That's it. I know. They really are, it's the same hands. They're your hands, and they're the same hands that came in at the beginning of the lesson. But they're not. In a sense, they're brand new hands. Okay, I'm going to put it on pause. I'll be right back. Really good, man. You got it. Okay, so you were saying that
with both, with the three fingers on, and let it drop, does the stick have to stay, when it bounces, stay on the middle finger?
why would you take it off?
Well,
You don't do anything. I've already told you that multiple times. You don't do anything. Just know that it's a narrow little three-finger grip, and it's gonna bounce if you're nice and flat with a relaxed. Yeah.
it's,
Don't start creeping up with your thumb now and starting to do this because you're gonna now go into a go into grip number. Stay with me. Go into grip number 2, and it'll fix your thumb. You're gonna need that thumb. You see how you need the thumb? Keep the thumb like that. Yeah, really need it. See, it's nice and round and meaty. Yeah, now, yeah, right. So
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of,
I got one. Ah,
you're gonna wanna, add to this now. You're gonna defeat yourself. There, that's it.
now,
And go ahead.
I was gonna say, even though I know it still is on the middle finger, but it doesn't necessarily stay right in the groove when I let it down, when it bounces.
You know, Steve,
Does that matter? Maybe it doesn't.
I don't know, you just were able to go from one grip to the next to the third grip and keep the stick bouncing, right? So there. Now middle finger and thumb. You're there. See? Whatever it did right there is fine. Now first finger. Not bad. Right? That's it. So now let's see if we could see if we could put this to a metronome. Because this is like a breakthrough, actually. So at 40, yeah, I'm going to do something with this pad. It's funny. It may have never been played on, but it's been sitting in a non-climatized room for so long. You know, if you have a proper studio and own a grand piano, a recording quality grand piano, the room has to be climatized. You know, I don't know if you know that. Yeah, yeah. They make either they actually make a device, if I recall correctly. I want to be careful, but I remember Dave Ferris in his converted garage with the hardwood floor and the grand piano, and it was a very expensive grand piano, and he had this box underneath that was maintaining proper climate. I don't know enough about it to want to say anything else, but I'm imagining it monitored and controlled the temperature and perhaps humidity. I don't know enough about it. Anyway, so, so yeah, see, I mean, we were just saying before I turn on the camera that don't play for just a second, you start to lose it for a minute. So you go back to what I just showed you, going from the one grip to the next to the third, and then you get it back. Fine. Yeah, it's perfect. Look, your left looks a little better, your right looks a little open. I want you to bend the middle knuckle of your right hand, first finger. Bend it a little, come on. Remember I taught you, said how much is it underneath? Yeah, more like that. Now straighten it out a little. Stop playing like you're at the surface, and followed in the right. Might be the little bit of the camera. Yeah, be straight, flat here. Don't be bent forward right now. You bend forward when you get to the surface, All right, much better. Your grip look a little like Carlos in that video, right? Doesn't he kind of have that look? He's just down here, man, blowing. Okay, so if we were to play don't play. Just quarter notes. Go ahead and do that. It's gorgeous, dude. Yeah. Stop.
that's a two-finger grip.
Yeah. Sure, I don't care.
Yeah.
So you're just using the first finger and thumb there?
Right.
Okay. Now go ahead and do that with the second grip, which is the thumb and middle finger. Okay, now go ahead and add the first finger. Perfect. Okay, hold on. Let's take it up to 48. Try it there. You can use whichever grip you want. You want to tell me which one you're using? That first, is that 2-finger grip?
Yeah, thumb and little finger.
Okay, and yeah, because the thumb and middle fingers are 2-finger grip too, as well. So that's, you shouldn't use that for terminology. Relax your right arm. Don't start being all weird. Okay, now give me the 3-finger grip. 3-finger. Beautiful. It's really that simple, Steve. It's hard to believe. That's it. You're forward thinking in terms of your conception of because there are guys that advocate holding the stick back here. That's a different technique. And you can do that too. What?
Grip it again tight.
Oh, stop it. You have it. Okay, you're at 48. Now let's go to, put it at, I'll put it at, see if you can get to 60. It's nothing, it's really slow. Come on. First finger thumb, yeah. There it is. Okay, thumb and middle finger. All 3 fingers, add the first finger. All 3. Don't change the wristband. Keep going, you got it. Yeah, there you go. Don't change the wristband. There you go, back to first finger and thumb. First finger and thumb. Having a delay. Relax your arm in the left. Don't start getting weird.
Okay, sorry.
Just because it's faster doesn't mean you play harder. Just a gentle turn to the surface. There it is. There it is. All right, okay, Steve, you're up to 60. Real simple. We could go faster, but we're not. Just to 60. 40. 52, or did I have you at 48? 40 up through 60. And you can play with look, I can't stop. You see? That's it. Now let's circle back. I know you got it, dude. You're still not happy. That's what it is. That's what it is. You might not like it, but that's what it is. There. Yeah. You're getting multiple rebounds with a 3-finger grip. It's working fine. So what? Yes. I get wonky too. For a while, I taped cassette. Stop playing for a sec. You got it. Stop trying to prove that you don't have it. It ain't gonna work. Not this time. Poor thing. I had tape. I drew tape I put pieces of tape on my pad because I wanted proper alignment. Because of that, me. But yeah, and so, yeah, you could do that, or you can just maintain this grip and look for the proper alignment, which you just had, and that it gets a little wonky. That doesn't mean, well, yeah, it's that's why I practice on this all the time. Because now there ain't no fooling around. You're busted. The stick goes clonk, clank. Happens to me. I practice every day on this. And it teaches you.
Where do you get that little pad like that?
Yeah, you order it online. It's a head shout out. I attach it to my videos, and I'm not endorsing the company, but I play it every day. So I give a shout out to them. And by the way, hello, I'd love to be an endorser, because this thing is killer. I mean, killer in both ways. Killer great, it'll just kill you. Really drive you nuts. And I don't want to be teaching on it but you should get one. Yes. Now, Steve, go ahead.
So you have it on, you say it's in one of your videos or something?
Well, I put it in all my videos. I give them a shout out that I play ahead wicked chops. Yeah. So it's getting dark. And do you have your light handy?
Yeah, hold on.
If you have to get up, I'll pause the camera. Well, I'm gonna pause the camera then, okay?
Right.
Right. Cool. Coolio.
Let's go. I can't hear you, Kevin, for some reason.
Now,
Yeah, I can hear you.
now, it's important to learn to free your mind from whatever success you had for a minute. That doesn't mean that we're going to forget everything you just learned. It just means that we want to be able to delineate between one stroke or exercise and another, while maintaining a semblance of what it is you just learned. But we just don't want to keep banging our head against the orange dot on the wall. We want to now move our minds to what we had been working on before. And we'll see if maybe some of this thinking can lend itself to you discovering how to play. In this case, I'm thinking about alternating flams. Now, I took you right back to the beginning. This idea of one hand high and the other hand low. We have this grip, right? We could do it this way. Maybe we should. Here's the thumb and middle finger.
2 fingers, right?
Oh, and then here's the grip in its entirety. One hand high and the other hand low. Now, how do you want to do it? You want to do it with the first finger and thumb only?
Try to do that. Stop it, Steve.
Just-
All right, do it 2 fingers first.
Okay. Don't say 2 fingers because the thumb and the middle finger is 2 fingers.
Thumb and first finger.
Thumb and first finger.
No, I'm sorry. Right,
Yeah, thumb and first finger.
right.
Grip number
Yeah.
1.
Grip number 1.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Okay, now, look, hold on for just a moment. This is really cool because, and this will happen so that ultimately you won't have to spend, you've been searching for the grip in your left for so long that it moves your mind towards only thinking about the grip. Now that we've got the grip out of the way, kind of, right? You've got 3 grips. You've got 3 groovy grips. Now that we've, and in this case, it's just first finger and thumb. Now that we've got rid of you needing to think about the grip, we can think about the motion a little bit, right? So we're just like, see how my fingers are off? First finger and thumb only, I go for it. It's like, yeah, I can play the piano over here and hold this. Can you? Can you take your fingers? Yeah, kind of like that. They don't do it. You hold them up. Fly like an eagle. Okay, yeah, take them off. You're right, it's a little out of frame, but it's okay. Now, okay, so that we've got the first finger and thumb and it's on the palm.
Right.
We might want to include that. It's not a finger, but there's something going on back here. And that never goes away. Hey, I'm teaching myself. So we have the wrist that's always the same. The thumb, with regards to the 3 different grips, it's always the same. And the fact that it is on the palm in the way that it is always the same. Another one. And you included that it always rebounds freely. That never goes away. Very cool. The arms are always relaxed. That doesn't go away. After a while, see, don't have to think about your arms too much anymore. Because you become a dedicated student. These are the dividends. Certain things will just fall into place. it'll feel funny to do this. Go ahead and poke your left arm out. Yeah, do something funny. Go ahead, but yeah, why? Ow! Well, I don't want to do that. You really want to do this, right? This is enough. Okay. Now, it was good, by the way. You played alternating flaps. Again, see, you got it. But I'm going to improve on the motion a little bit. Now, I think what Murray and Dick Wilson were talking about is this idea of, if you just ask a kid, hey, just hold the stick up here and then just drop it. They would do this. I think. Just for his finger and thumb. It's okay. Now just lift your left up. High. Yeah. See if a kid didn't know about what a wrist turn, you have a lot of knowledge. This knowledge in a weird way is getting in your way for a minute. See, this is turning your wrist. Come down here. Come back down to the floor. Get to the floor. First finger and thumb, you can take the other fingers off. We're just getting rid of them for a minute. And just like you turned up and got multiple rebounds, see, this is a wrist turn. You see, do that. Smooth, yeah. Like you're going to let it bounce, but you're not going to. Yeah, see, we go da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, right, da-da-da-da, right. Okay, so now when I ask you to put one hand high and the other hand low, I'm not asking for you to turn your wrist. I'm just saying one hand high. And I think a kid would probably not turn their wrist. A really little kid, right? They learn to use larger muscles first. That's why the fingers are the last to get involved as the child develops. That's why when they say bye-bye, they can only do that. They can't say peace out. They can't give you the Spock. What is it? No, that. They can't do that. They can go bye-bye. See, they got the big muscles. And this is what they do. So a kid, and then maybe they'd move their whole arm before that. I don't know, I'm making this up. But I don't think the kid maybe he wouldn't turn his wrist. He'd just lift his hand up and the stick would be a little bit heavy and it would just rest there like that. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, lift it up. Come on. Look how I am. Come on, you have to come up. Come on up. How high could you come on up for fun? Let it dangle. No, you're turning your wrist. Mine's down by my chin, and my hand is way up here. Yeah, like that. See, it's up. I'm just hanging here. This can't bend anymore. I'm just let it hang. Is it kind of hanging? Right? Is it just hanging there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just let it drop. There. Yeah, I think a kid might do something more like that. So when I say one hand high, you don't go. You just lift your hand up, and it'll do that. Go ahead and do it. Lift it up again, one hand high. Yeah, there. See, let it dangle. Let the weight of it pull your wrist down a little bit, and then just let that fall. Yeah, there you go. And the other hand would be low, so who cares what it does? It's just down here. This hand's here. Oh, I let it dangle. It'll just go clunk. And let the other hand land first. Well, lift up the right hand, the left hand, sorry. Okay. Now come on, let it dangle a little more. You're turning your wrist. Yeah, let it dangle. Now let it drop. Let both hands drop. No, the other hand has to drop too for a flam. Let it dangle. Drop. There. You just played a flam tap. You realize that? You played half a flam tap. Blah, blah, blah. Got 3 rebounds. See? It's nothing. I'll just walk you through the strokes now as you get this basic stuff under your belt. Set it aside and you can get through the library. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Well, when we lift up, we've deconstructed the grip. One hand's high, it dangles a little, and we drop it. The other hand's high, it dangles a little, and we drop it. Yeah, and yeah, I don't care if it rebounds. You've got such little grip range. There you go. See? A kid could do it, right? No, you turned your wrist. I don't want that. No, just lift. Yeah, let it drop. Yeah, let it drop. More like that. Yeah, let it drop. Really. though we know nothing. Okay, so now let's go to grip number 2. That's thumb and middle finger. First finger, I point mine out a little, I take mine off. Yeah, okay. Just don't have it on. and one hand high, that means it's gonna dangle a little. Really feel it in the thumb, and now you can feel the middle finger now.
Yeah.
That's the fulcrum we're really going for. And now you're just gonna drop it. Boom. When you drop, mine kind of ends up a little more flat. I just let it drop. I don't stay bent. That means you're turning. I think if you just dropped it, it would flatten out. Try it. Okay, show me what, wait, hold on. This is cool. Thumb it, don't get, hold on, stay with me now, don't run off. Now take off your first finger, it's starting to creep on. Because it's easier, probably. And that's where we're going. Right, now I want you to just lower the stick slowly until it's flat. Flat, come on, flat. Flat.
What?
Take this part of your wrist and bend it. Yeah, but keep the stick like that. See, now you're flat, and the stick is flat. You have
Well,
to,
it's actually pointing upward right now.
a tiny bit, but it's flat. Keep your wrist flat. See, now just bend and touch the surface. Now it's bent. Now unbend it. Now, come on, lift it up a little more, just a little. Get your arm down. Come on, get your arm down to there. Keep the bead up a little, so you're more flat now. It's subtle, but it's important. So that's the position you're going to fall into. So go on up, let it dangle, let it fall into that position. You're bent forward a little more, straighten it out. Straighten it, no, you don't get to do it again. Straighten it out first. You don't know where you're going. A little more, lift the bead up a little more. Get the arm down a little. Lift the bead up. There, flattening it out now, aren't you? Feel that in your body. Lift it up and drop it back to there. Just drop it. Oh, come on, flat. Yeah, that's it. You got it. Now we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that playing. Now we're gonna do that with the first finger on as well. The 3-finger grip. Lift it up, let it dangle, but remember that feeling of how flat you are. Memorize it, look at it. The stick is flat, your wrist is flat, you're down at the floor. I might be breaking up because of the unstable connection. So we'll just be, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so remember that feeling. That's the most important feeling of all right now, because the grip is a no-brainer. You got it. It's this feeling of where you are here at the floor. Lift it up and let it come back to the floor. Go on, lift it up and let it come back right to that position. You're too bent. Why did you turn your wrist? Well, you must have turned it. How would the wrist end up like that if you didn't do that? Let it flatten out as it comes down. Oh, come on, lift it up. Get your forearm down. Get your forearm. No, don't play again. It's not right. No. Get your forearm down and lift the bead up a little. That's different, isn't it? That's where you land. Come up just 3 inches. 3 inches, raise up a little. 3 inches. Now come back to that position. There it is. Now just lift the bead up a little bit as you do that. You'll get a little note. Come back to that position. Flat. Yeah, but just lift the bead up and get a little note. As you fall, just flick a little. Can't quite feel that, huh? Okay, watch. I may have gone 1 step too far. You're so close. Okay, so we've got the 3-finger grip. So the grip is really good. Now I'm going to show you something a little different. You got the idea. You lift it up, but every time you come down, you're like this. That's not what we want. So I'm going to give you something else. We're going to come to here. Show me flat. You got your 3-finger grip. You don't just have to think about it anymore. That's beautiful. Now you're just gonna, one hand high, but now we're gonna do it more like there. One hand high in this case just means we bent a little bit, and the forearm went up a little. Beautiful. Now all you have to do is turn your wrist to the ceiling gently as it falls down. But as you turn, the arm has to fall. So first show me the, no, you have to do it in stages. Show me the first part. It's got to be flat. That means you understand what I'm saying now, don't you? This is going to go a lot faster now, Steve. Now give me the pronation and end. That would be akin to one hand. There. Now we're going to do this in slow motion. For every quarter of an inch that you turn the bead up, the forearm or wrist joint is going to go down. So just do that. Stop. Beautiful. Do it again. Do it again. You're almost flat. Do it again. Now finish your turn. Just turn. Turn to the surface. Make a note. You're flat. You did it. You did it. There. No, you did it. You did it. Stop. You're going to stop. See, everything's going to get easier. So if we're making a throwing motion now. This is how you lure a student into getting this. One hand high, they get the thing hanging. See, it's kind of just hanging. You got your grip, but we got to start with feeling the floor. So show me how flat it's going to be. Flatten it out, get the forearm just a little lower. There, it's beautiful, man. Now you're going to pronate. That's it. And we're going to do it slowly again. Half inch. Good. Another half an inch. Forearm's going to come down. Another half an inch. Come on, let the forearm come down. Come on. You're at the floor, aren't you? The forearm is at the floor. Your forearm's almost flat. So all you have to do is turn your wrist gently. And look, you're flat. Just where you started. Don't do that again. You got it. Now you have to do the whole thing again. Are you flat? Yes, you are. It's pretty good. Flat. Pronate, one hand high. Yep, that's right. Now gently, as you turn up, let the forearm come down. Come on, keep turning. Forearm's at the floor, stop. You're ready to go to the surface. Just turn to the surface. Boom. That'd be your note. That's watch. No, you have to do this first. That's the very end of it. First, you have to be flat. That's number one. Now we have one. Grip has a 1, 2, 3. Now we have 1, 2, pronation, 2. We have 4. This thing is going to be 3. Come on. As you turn up, the forearm comes down. Let the forearm, come on, forearm keeps coming down. Almost on your leg. And now you're just, from here, it's like a regular wrist. Just turn your wrist. So do it again. What's the first part?
Make sure you're flat.
Okay, now, number 2. Number 3 is this thing where it goes down at the same timing. Number 3, give me the 3. Come on, it's gotta go. Yeah, that's right. Come on, keep turning up a little. Forearms, you gotta get the floor to come down. Not too much. And then finish it. That'd be 4. Boom. 4. You're flat, aren't you? You can do it again. Do it again. There's 1, 2, 3. Come on, lift the beat up. 3, finish 4. That's a perfect throw. And your grip, you don't have to think about it. So I want you to work on that, just that. The 4 stages, right? The 4 degrees of the perfect throw. All right, so today was cool. Grip. I told you that Dick Wilson used to have students. I heard about it. You should probably have some made. On the front, it would say half the effort, or on the back, it would say twice the speed. They also made a t-shirt up, apparently, that just on the front it said, the grip. It's that important, they made a t-shirt. But it's not more important than the floor, or you couldn't do what you just did, which is the throw. So maybe we need a t-shirt that, the throw. But you just experienced all of that today. And I think that intellectually, it made sense to you. So hopefully you won't lose it as quickly. I've given you this very clever device to find the perfect grip. You've got now a 4-stage approach. 1, flat. 2, pronate. 3 is this thing where see, one is going up and the other is going down, everything's going backwards. And then it finishes. See how everything's going backwards? Watch. That's flat, number one. Number two, the wrist is going to go down and the forearm is going to go up. They're backwards. Very strange, isn't it? Now, as we turn up, number three, the wrist is going to come up and the forearm is going to go down. They're backwards. They're countervailing each other. And just at the end, you catch up with a wrist turn and it doesn't feel like it's backwards anymore. Everything just goes whoosh. That's kind of the whipping motion that everyone so desires. But how do you truly discover what that motion actually is? Okay, all right, that's good. And just to fortify what it is we talked about in terms of your stick-to-itiveness, I'm going to quote Voltaire. Voltaire said, "No problem can withstand the assault of sustained thinking." And you're proving that to be right. I'm turning off the camera.